Coming up on Small Town Big Deal.
Don't you need one of these?
I have one.
Luke, I am your father.
One of the world's longest yard sales.
400 miles, 3 days, and one objective.
Now this is my kind of yard sale.
Look what I got. Hit the road with us as we crisscross Kentucky in search of deals, but find more than we bargained for.
Welcome to Small Town Big Deal. I'm Rodney Miller.
And I'm Jan Carl. You know, there's a couple of things I really love to do. Garage sales and flea markets.
Yeah, and I love driving the back roads of America.
So you know what? The state of Kentucky has the perfect trip for Jan and Rodney and probably for a whole lot of you.
It's called the 400-mile yard sale.
Let's go! It's an annual event like no other. 4 days in June, where residents of virtually every town along Old State Highway 68 drag their stuff out of their attics, basements, and garages to get wheelin' and dealin' with thousands of bargain hunters who come from far and wide.
This is insane. How did it all start?
Oh, it started 12 years ago, and it was an idea.
And your idea?
Well, actually, a couple of people. We were thinking about how we could get people back into these small communities. And people were bypassing the communities. We had antique shops that were barely staying open, neat restaurants people didn't know about. So we decided we'd start this, and the yard sales started opening up.
They started popping up.
Everywhere.
So here's the plan. We're going to start out in Paducah in the southwest corner of Kentucky and over 3 days travel northeast on 68 to Maysville, where the Ohio River marks the state line.
Okay, Jan, you ready?
Oh, please, when it comes to yard selling, I was born ready.
It's going to be a long trip. Have you ever seen this many yard sales ever?
Well, no. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, you can't go a quarter of a mile even out in the country without coming upon a yard sale.
And no sooner had we started out.
Oh my goodness, Jan. I can't believe what we just found. Oh my goodness. Jan, you gotta see this.
Then out in a field on the outskirts of Little Cadiz, Kentucky, a huge find for me.
We were driving by and we saw this tractor.
He's got like radar.
Sees every farm hole.
You have got to know that this is the first tractor I learned to drive. My daddy taught me how to drive tractors on a Super H.
What's the history of the tractor?
Well, this was my father's tractor.
It was.
It was. He bought it in 1954.
So if you sold it to me, I'd be the second owner.
Right.
Wow.
So, and you know that I'm going to take care of it because you know my history.
Right. We watched the show.
I like
Now on Sunrise, planning on hitting the water this holiday week, the safety measures to think about before heading out. And Massachusetts officials have a warning to people who traveled through Logan Airport last weekend.
A few storms around this morning, but the greater threat comes this afternoon. We'll time it out coming up.
Good Sunday morning. I'm Liz Bateson. Thanks for joining us just after 6 o'clock on this weather alert day. AJ, you're tracking some inclement weather headed our way a little bit later on today.
Yeah, we got a few rumbles to talk about this morning, but it's really as we head for the afternoon between 2 and 10 p.m. Really got to keep an eye to the sky. We'll be tracking our next potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms.